Let's see this question. If f of x equal to, now over this range they are giving the functions and the function is changing as the range is changing here. When x is less than or equal to 0, it is going to be 0, and between 0 and 1 it is going to be 5x minus 4. So if you see this, exactly when x equal to 0, you have to go here, right? Y less than or equal to 0 is written here. Now when it is between 0 and 1, 0 is exclusive, which means you are not going to talk about 0 again here, right? So then the function is going to be 5x minus 4, and till 1, which means 1 is included here only. So whenever you talk about what happens when x equal to 1, it is 5x minus 4. Now after that, which means from 1 to 2 excluding 1, right? Excluding 1 and excluding 2, the range is for that range the function is 4x square minus 3x, and again after 2 and including 2 the function is 3x plus 4, right? So only thing you should be careful about here is what happens to the function at a given point. Now when the point is 0, it is 0. When the point is 1, this is this one, right? And when the point is 2, it is this one. Got it? Okay. Now they are talking about this. What happens to the function when x equal to 0, when x equal to 1, and when x equal to 2? Which of the following statements is true? They are given 4 statements and they are asking us which of the following is true. So first one is saying that f of x is discontinuous at x equal to 0. So we have to find it out. So how can we find out? Find out the left hand limit and the right hand limit, as well as find out the value at x equal to 0. If all three are equal, then we can say that it is continuous, right? Otherwise it is discontinuous. And what about the next one? F of x is continuous at x equal to 1. Again you can do the same thing. Find out the left hand limit, right hand limit, and the value at that point. When all the three are equal, we can say that it is continuous. Otherwise it is discontinuous. Now what about the option C? F of x is left continuous at x equal to 2. Now they are talking about left continuity. How to check it? Left hand limit and the value at that point, right? So if you see this, 0, 1 and 2 are given. Now here also the function is exactly changing at 0, 1 and 2. Got it? So you have to use this function this way and you have to solve this. Okay, let's check about the option A. Now what is option A saying? They are talking about discontinuity at x equal to 0. That is what they are talking about, right? Now look at this. So if you see the function for x is less than or equal to 0, the function value is 0, right? And for x, whenever it is greater than 0, you can think of it this way, right? For x is 0 and 1, the function is 5x minus 4. This is given, right? So what does it mean? Whenever x is exactly 0, or if it's slightly less than 0, then the value is going to be 0. And whenever the x is slightly greater than 0, then we are going to come here and it is going to be 5 into 0 minus 4, which means it is going to be minus 4. Got it? So say this, left hand limit is nothing but when the x is slightly less than 0, right? So when x is slightly less than 0, which means limit extends to 0 minus slightly less than 0, f of x is nothing but 0, right? Why here? When x is less than or equal to 0, it is 0, right? What about the right hand limit? When x is slightly greater than 0, which means when x is slightly greater than 0, we are going to use this function, right? So in this function, when you are going to substitute x equal to 0, we are going to get minus 4, right? 5x minus 4, which means here you are supposed to substitute 0, then you are going to get minus 4, right? So slightly greater than 0, it is minus 4, and slightly less than 0, it is 0. So definitely it is not continuous. If it is continuous, then slightly less than 0, slightly greater than 0, and at that point it will all be same, right? Since it is not same, we can say that it is not continuous. Therefore f of x is discontinuous at x equal to 0 is true. Option A is true. Got it? Now since option A is true, generally you don't check other options, but then if you look at option D is given as all the above. Whenever you have all the above, you are supposed to check all the other options also. Now let's see option B. What happens to the function at x equal to 1? Now see this, let's see the solution here. At x equal to 1, now again we have to find out what its left limit is and what its right limit is. Now if you see there, they have given that the range is whenever x is less than or equal to 1, they are saying that the function value is 5x minus 4, and whenever x is slightly greater than 1, then they are saying that the function is 4x square minus 3x. Got it? Now let's try to find out left hand limit, right hand limit, and the value at x equal to 1. So first thing is left hand limit. Left hand limit means whenever x is slightly less than 1. So if x is slightly less than 1, you can see this range, right? When x is slightly less than 1, we are going to fall here. Therefore, we have to use this function. Okay? So the function we are going to use is 5x minus 4, and in place of x, I am going to substitute 1. I am going to get 1, right? And in order to find out the right hand limit, we have to find the function slightly greater than 1. So when the function is slightly greater than 1, I am going to fall in this range. Therefore, the function we need to use is 4x square minus 3x, which means right hand limit at x equal to 1 is nothing but slightly greater than 1, right? So limit x tends to x plus f of x is nothing but this function, and in this function I am substituting x equal to 1, I am getting 1. Now in this case, if you observe it, f of this left hand limit is 1 and the right hand limit is 1, and also the function value at 1 is again this function only, right? And when you substitute x equal to 1 here, we are going to get 1. So all of these are going to be 1, so we can say that the function is continuous at 1. Got it? Y, left side, right side, and at that point everything is same. Got it? And so B is also same. Now see this, option B is same, right? And now coming to option C, f of x is left continuous at x equal to 2. So they are not asking about continuity, they are just asking about the left continuity, which means we have to check what happens to the function at a value slightly less than 2 and at the value x equal to 2. Now if these two are equal, we can say that from left side it is continuous, right? Now let's see this function. If you observe it, when it is slightly less than 2, the function that you should use is 4x square minus 3x. Right, from 1 to 2, when it's slightly less than 2. Now when it is exactly equal to 2, the function that we should use is 3x plus 4. Got it? So these are the two functions we need to check their values at x equal to 2, and if they are equal, we can say that it is left continuous. Now come here is the solution. Now at option D, okay, so at option C, at x equal to 2, now if you see f of 2, the value of the function at the point 2, for this we are going to use 3x plus 4 function, right? So 3x plus 4 function is going to give me 10. Now I want to find out left hand limit, and at the left side, if you see that, if you remember that for the left side, a function is 4x square minus 3x, which means at a value slightly less than 2, we need to use this function, right? And in this place, if you substitute x equal to 2, I am getting 10. So what did you get here? The left side limit, the left hand limit, as well as the value of the function at 2, both are equal, so we can say that it is left continuous. So in this case, even if you try to find out the right hand limit also, you are going to get 10 only, right? So in this case, at 2 it is actually continuous, right? Anyway, the question is only about the left continuity. Yes, it is definitely left continuous. Even if you extend the question and find out whether it is continuous at 2 or not, you will get that it is continuous. Why? The right hand limit is also going to be equal to 10. You check it, okay? So all the three options are right here in this case. So what is the answer? The answer is all the above. Got it? Okay.
Hi, if you are planning to do masters, then doing masters abroad is better than doing masters in India. I'll give you all the reasons. So first reason is, out of 1 lakh students who take GATE every year, there are only 500 seats in old IITs. So all the IITs put together have an acceptance rate of 0.5%, and IITs, universities better than IITs, they have very good acceptance rate like 30%, 40%, but all the IITs put together have an acceptance rate of 0.5%. And if you are working hard to get into IIT Bombay's ranking is 177. And IIT Roorkee's ranking is 400. If you are happy to get into IIT Roorkee, then getting into universities better than IIT Roorkee is easier compared to getting into IIT Roorkee. And looking at the salaries for computer science, for software jobs, if you have done your masters in computer science in US, the salaries are ranging from 80 lakhs per year to 1.2 crore per year. So even if you take an average of 1 crore per year, your savings will be much higher than the salaries in India. After taxes and your cost of living, you can easily save 40 to 50 lakhs per year. And in India, the maximum jobs that you get is around 30 lakhs. So your savings will be much greater than the salaries in India. And these are all the services that we provide. University shortlisting. So depending on your profile, we will shortlist what are the universities that you have to apply, and statement of purpose building, and then LOR guidance, and GRE and English test assistance, and education loan assistance. So you don't have to have any collateral, which means without any security, now you can get education loan. Getting education loan is very simple these days, and whatever the amount of fee that you have a range of universities. You can apply for 10 lakh universities, 20 lakh universities, or 50 lakh universities. But whatever it is, you are going to get complete education loan, and you can pay off your education loan in 1 year after you get a job. And then we do visa assistance, mock visa interviews, and then connecting with the university alumni. So now you might ask why we should join Game of Visas. So the answer is we have 90% success rate, 99% success rate. And these are all the destinations that we guide the students to. So we guide students to any country that you want to go. So now it is not just USA. We guide to UK, Germany, Australia, Canada. So we guide students to all the countries. We work with all the destinations. And if you are interested in going abroad, you have to just drop us a message on this WhatsApp number 9494 555 454. Okay, thank you.